All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Next up, honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor Camp, here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. 30 million Americans ready to take up arms. This from RT News, right? Came out, I believe, today. It says 30 million Americans ready to take up arms. MSNBC claims. Let's get into it. MSNBC's national affairs analyst John Hellerman shocked many Americans by claiming on Sunday show that 20 to 30 million people are ready to take up arms to remove President Joe Biden from office. On Sunday's Meet the Press, host Chuck Todd focused on a recent Atlantic article declaring that Donald Trump's coup has already begun. For a segment, finding Hellerman in a total agreement with the statement with the piece's premise. There is this research that shows something like 8% and maybe up to 12% who say that Joe Biden was illegitimate and that violence is a suitable tool to remove him and restore Donald Trump. This represents between 20 and 30 million people, Hellerman said, claiming these supposed 20 to 30 million people are ready to take up arms. These Trump supporters, he added, represent a mass movement in favor of political violence. Okay, and that's pretty much the gist, man. You know, it goes into details and whatnot. Really, man, the title alone, and that's the spirit that the Lord is putting these Babylonians in. And it's absolutely, positively biblical prophecy that this is going to happen, man. All right, and that's the spirit 12:12, man. You know, that's the spirit. All right, the Lord is bringing everything to pass. The Lord said his words will not go out void. We rejoice when we see things like this. Now, these damn Edomites, all right, your average everyday Joe, you know, just like, you know, the brothers, you know, they'll be able to, you know, to comment or whatever. All right, but when we were closing up camp, all right, and we, you know, of course, gave all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, there was this old Edomite bitch in the in the SUV, and she rolled down the window and said, "Let's go, Brandon." And when they say "Let's go, Brandon," it basically means fuck Joe Biden. All right, that's basically what it means. And at this point, all right, this country has never been divided, and they've never hated a president, especially a president of their own race. All right, now we thought that these damn Edomites hated Obama, all right, which he played as if he was a so-called black man, but really he's a Hamite. He's another heathen nation. All right, but they hated him, but they really hate Joe Biden, man. All right, because a lot of people felt like the whole presidency was stolen from Donald Trump. All right, they looked at Donald Trump as a damn idol, and they went on the run in 2024. All right, but they're at the point now where, you know, hey, let something pop off. All right, they're gonna be ready to remove him physically from office. All right, and that's complete and utter biblical prophecy. But I want to start right here. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and chapter 19 and verse 2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian." First of all, who are the Egyptians? You read in Revelations 11, speaking about the dead body shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Right? That's speaking about modern Egypt, so to speak. All right, the place of our captivity, the place of our bondage, right? Which is America, mainly. You know, so who would be called Egyptians? Well, who are the ones that, you know, pretty much run and own everything? You know, who calls us the minorities? You know, who are we going to our bugged out ass you know, fellow Israelites, you know, that have rejected this knowledge up until this point, all right, are pleading with this devil to give them equal rights. in the land of their captivity. The Egyptians would be the so-called white race, the Edomites. So the Lord said that he will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So he's setting these Edomites against each other. All right, they're divided against themselves. All right, you got the so-called right hating the left, Democrats hating the Republicans hating the Democrats, everybody hating Joe Biden. He's bringing in these mandates and they don't want them. So the Lord is setting these Americans against each other, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, you're gonna have these different, so-called red states going against these blue states. All right, that division is coming back to America. Let's further prove that. That's how we know that America's on its last legs, man. America's about to fall. This is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And is America not divided against itself? Are they not in the stands of different sporting events yelling, fuck Joe Biden? All right, the so-called leader of the free world, the president, the chief, and what they call him, the president, the chief, commander in chief. He looks fucking through. And that's who they have as a representation, all right, of you Edomites. They like Trump better because he was the epitome of Edomite supremacy, man. And they want him back in office. So much so to the point where, hey, like I said, if let something pop off, they're gonna be ready to take over these damn government buildings. Just like they stormed the Capitol building. All right, whether it was set up or not, the seed has been planted. And once again, everybody's in that spirit of fuck Joe Biden. Hey, they'll physically remove him from office. All right, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right. And ultimately, this could be a provocation of these elites trying to provoke these Americans, especially. All right, because a big reason they haven't been able to implement these damn mandates like they've been able to do over in Europe and over in Australia is because America doesn't have such strict gun laws. All right, they've sold these damn especially these Edomites, all right, to that is a privilege to have your blessing, to basically it's a privilege to have your blessing. What is their blessing? The sword. What is the modern day sword? The gun. What did Isaac say unto his son? And by thy sword shalt thou live. You read in Revelation 6, that red horse, and it was given unto him a great sword. That's their blessing, to take peace from the earth. They were created to destroy. They weren't created to bring forth life. So America has the Second Amendment right, that right to bear arms, so to speak. Arms of weapons. And remember during the election, which was over a year now, all right, you had a lot of these, everybody thought civil war was going to pop off because of this, which, hey, through the spirit, it is going to pop off. It's written. What did we just read in Isaiah, the 19th chapter? The Lord is bringing these things to fruition. Right? So, once again, America has its Second Amendments, so they haven't been able to push it as easy. But hey, what if you have these damn Americans, like they said, 20 to 30 million Americans, which they're mainly talking about Edomites, all right, rising up against his government? Who's going to have to step in? The UN or FEMA? And that's really what the elites want. They want to put this place under martial law. They want to do away with the current government system. However the Lord wants them to play that out. But it is prophecy that these citizens are going to stand up against their governments. And let's prove that. Second Edges 15. We'll hit right to the point. This is Second Edges chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Here's the point right here. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The prophecies are jumping off the page. What is the modern day sword? The gun. These people are ready to take up arms against their government. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Who would be considered the king of Babylon right now? Joe Biden, right? But what are they saying? They're saying, fuck Joe Biden. What are they saying? Let's go Brandon. It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Hey, Biden's telling them to go take this thing. They're like, fuck you and that thing, man. That's the spirit that these Edomites, the so-called white race, is in. It says, nor princes in the course of their action shall stand in their power. And that's the point, man. There's going to be sedition among men and invading one another. They're not going to regard their kings nor princes. They don't care what Biden got to say no more. They want Trump back in office, man. You know? Hey, like I said, let that food instability come. Let, you know, some more shit, you know, come out about them being exposed or however it may go down, man. All right, the Lord is bringing this together nicely, man. It's beautiful how the Lord is bringing these prophecies to pass. The Lord said, hey, the visions aren't going to, you know, they're going to speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. It says that in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. We see that these visions, all right, the prophecies are not tarrying anymore, man. The Lord is bringing a lot of things all together at once. These damn Edomites are ready to go at each other's heads. And they ready to go out there, go at their officials' head, their so-called kings and princes, the governing bodies. Because guess what? Esau, especially the wicked elite, they basically fucked even their own citizens, all right, their own people, out of their blessing, out of that blessing, man. This is their kingdom. And you have Edomites in poverty, all right. You have Edomites, on a low level, man. While the top elites, they're trying to do away with even some of their own. So of course that's pissing off these damn low level Edomites, man. And they're going to revert back to their blessing, the sword, the modern day gun. You want to know what proof? This is proof. This article came out today, man. Once again, 30 million Americans ready to take up arms. We in beautiful times, man. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.